Is your RV taking you for a ride? Discover the Blue Ox weight distribution hitches that prevent sway, provide safety, and give you a manageable towing experience.
Welcome to another 2-Minute Tech Tip Tuesday. Brought to you by the National RV Training Academy, the largest hands-on RV training academy in America. Hey, before we get to the video, which I know this is the reason why you're here, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. That way you don't miss anything. Hit the subscribe button now. Thank you. Now, back to our Tech Tip Tuesday.
The problem with trailer sway is it starts from the tow vehicle and the trailer being unlevel connected together. That can cause a scenario of loss of steering, light braking, things of that nature. That is where the accidents start to happen. Have you ever had that death grip on the wheel because you can't drive what the posted speed limit is? A lot of times that's due to the tow vehicle and the trailer being unlevel from each other. And so that pops the front end up in the air, which gives you light steering and light braking. That also dips the trailer in the front, which loads one axle heavier than the other. That is where sway starts. To explain light steering, it's like driving on an icy road. You don't have the control of that vehicle as you travel down the road. So if you have light steering, you also have light braking. When you press the brake pedal in your vehicle, what brakes are activated first? It's the front brakes that come on first. And with the loss of contact to the road with the tires, you're going to have light braking in that as well. Weight distribution is just what it says. Weight distribution hitches transfer weight. Your tongue weight of your trailer never changes. That tongue weight always remains the same, that amount of weight that's exerted at the tongue. What we're doing with weight distribution is we're moving that weight up to the steering axle of the tow vehicle through the frame and axles of the trailer being towed behind it. So we want that experience to be level, and that's exactly what a weight distribution hitch does. My terminology when I explain it to a customer is everyone has probably used a wheelbarrow in their yard at some point in life. They fill that up with dirt. They go to squat down to lift it up. It's super heavy, but when they pick it up, you're transferring that weight onto that front axle and tire of that wheelbarrow. That's exactly what we're doing with weight distribution. We're moving weight from one area to another. We're not eliminating what that weight is, we're just transferring it to give a better experience when you tow. The different components of a weight distribution hitch are obviously going to be the shank that goes into the receiver hitch, the head that attaches to it, and then depending on which hitch model, it will have different brackets that connect the spring bars to the frame of the trailer. With the SwayPro weight distribution hitch, we are going to connect through a rotating latch, utilizing heat-treated spring steel bars that are going to give the customer a smooth, comfortable ride, distribute the weight as needed. And in our TrackPro weight distribution hitch, we're going to get a lot of the same, only we're capturing that bar onto an L bracket that's attached to the frame. So you're going to have a little choppier, bumpier ride, but still a smooth, comfortable ride for the customer. Setting up your hitch is an important piece. And it's having the ball height in correlation with what the coupler height is on the travel trailer when that trailer is level. And from there, depending on what your tow vehicle is, if it's a leaf spring suspension pickup truck, if it's a coil spring suspension SUV, that is where the difference is going to be. On a leaf spring suspension, you're going to go 1 inch higher than what that coupler is level on the travel trailer. On a coil spring suspension, you are going to go 2 to 3 inches higher on that ball height adjustment than what the coupler height is. It's very important to know this because you don't want to be pulling out of a hole, meaning that your coupler and your ball height are too low and you're trying to compensate that with the spring bars, because you're going to be fighting an uphill battle every day as you tow down the road. We want that truck or tow vehicle and trailer level no matter what. That is going to be your best towing experience. Once that is set, it's following the steps of measurements on the rotating latch for the SwayPro, which is 29 inches from center of coupler to center of latch. And on our TrackPro, the L bracket, it will be 20 to 25 inches from the center of the coupler to the center of the L bracket. A year ago, I had a consumer that has a Ram 1500 pickup truck with a tow capacity of 11,900 pounds. They purchased a travel trailer that had a GVWR of 11,500 pounds, and just like every RVer that's out there that does it on a semi-full-time to full-time basis, that trailer's loaded. And in this case, that trailer was loaded to 11,200 pounds. So they were having a terrible time towing this trailer down the road. And it was because of the height of the trailer and the weight of the trailer. We feel that 80% of the tow capacity of a vehicle is really where you need to land with a loaded trailer. That gives you some fudge room for not overworking your engine, your transmission, your differentials, all that good stuff, but gives you a little bit more pulling power and torque when you hit the mountains. In this case, the customer couldn't travel past 55 miles an hour and they started experiencing sway. And it really came down to they had too much weight in that trailer, too large of a trailer behind a half-ton pickup truck. So the experience for them was terrible. And we spent a lot of time talking to this consumer, weighing the trailer, looking at the curb weight of the pickup truck to determine that at the end of it, there's something called gross combined vehicle weight rating, which in their case, they were 500 pounds away from being at that max gross combined vehicle weight rating. That it had nothing to do with the consumer being in the pickup truck. So when we started looking at those numbers, they were actually overweight. So they were not going to have a great towing experience. And the consumer asked this question, how do I fix that? I said, you can fix it in two ways. You can get a trailer that's manageable to tow behind your half-ton pickup truck, or you're going to have to graduate up to a larger pickup to tow that trailer that you guys are in love with. So the simple fix would be to get the pickup that's going to tow that trailer for you. So that's one of many stories that we have. We have a lot of great stories, and that's the consumer loves our product because with Blue Ox and the SwayPro and TrackPro lines, we provide an active suspension system in between the tow vehicle and the trailer due to the heat-treated spring bars that we use in both of those models. And it's the best experience possible for the consumer. I could give you hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of stories, but you have to experience this yourself. We don't want people to have a rough ride, not enjoy being in an RV, because this is supposed to be fun. This isn't supposed to be work. Choosing the right weight distribution hitch is super important to matching up that tow vehicle and that trailer. There's weights and balances that need to happen, so you really have to match up what you are going to tow with the tow vehicle. As I said earlier, we really don't want to see you go past that 80% of what your tow capacity is, but then it's matching up that hitch for the experience. Our SwayPro weight distribution hitch is going to give you the smoothest ride, the quietest hitch in the market space, and the adaptability to up or downgrade in size by just changing the bars out on that hitch line. I think that's super important because it's the last weight distribution hitch that you're going to need to purchase throughout the life of owning a travel trailer. The same thing applies with our TrackPro weight distribution hitch. We don't have the variety of sizes in the TrackPro that we have in the SwayPro, but again, that's another weight distribution hitch that allows you to up or downgrade in size by just changing the bars out. It's as simple as that. Getting into the factors of weight capacities is really important. I work with consumers, dealers throughout the course of every year. And the most common mistake that is made is dealers and consumers have a lot of influence from the internet, and they're being told that when that trailer's loaded, the tongue weight of that trailer is going to be 10% of what that GVWR, the gross vehicle weight rating. And that's really not true today. They have changed the axle placement on travel trailers, pushing them back further to support the weight of the slide rooms. Different things like that all play a factor in it. So in real world today, when that trailer's loaded, it can push upwards of 15% of what that GVWR is. So here's an example. A 10,000 pound GVWR in the old days would have had 1,000 pounds of tongue weight on it. In today's world, it's going to have upwards of 1,500 pounds of tongue weight. So it's matching the hitch with the combination, with the trailer and the tow vehicle. But there's things that get overlooked as well, unfortunately. Every receiver hitch on every pickup truck has a placard or a tag on it that gives you the max capacity of that receiver hitch. It has a number that is without weight distribution and a number that is with weight distribution. So I really encourage you to look at that before you make a decision on a purchase of a travel trailer and its weight, what its tongue weight is possibly going to be, and the overall weight of that trailer as you tow down the road. We want you to have the best experience possible when you're towing. Check us out at blueox.com for more information on weight distribution hitches, and that's your tech tip.
All right, before you get to the bloopers, which is why you're here in the first place, the RV industry needs thousands of RV technicians and inspectors, and now is the perfect time to do that. If you want to make more money or have more control over your time, go ahead and click the link below. Or if you just want to learn how to fix your own RV, got something for you there. Head over to rvtechcourse.com and get started today. Now for the reason that you're at the end of the video, roll the bloopers.
That provide sway prevention. Check us out at blueox.com. I'm going to start over again. Is your RV, and that's tech tip. That is your tech tip. We good? Yeah. All right. I get it.